Mahmoudi.anas Studio is a developer with an indie fan following. In 2020, the Indonesian studio released When the Past Was Around, a popular point-and-click puzzle that tells an exciting and emotional story. Now Mahmoudi.anas is back with a Space for the Unbound, hoping to keep that sense of wonder and connection alive. A Space for the Unbound is set in rural Indonesia in the 1990s. Players assume the role of Atma, a young high school student who witnesses strange events in her town. He tries to find answers by delving into people's minds, just like Inception does, and begins to piece together the connections between world change, his high school sweetheart, and the kid he dreams of mentoring. Mahmoudi.anas has successfully combined magical ability and slice-of-life adventure with a depiction of magical realism that truly captures what works well in the genre. The magical elements aren't used as a crutch, but a way to explore character and story, especially when the player's discomfort starts to grow. This is not the horror of the Doki Doki Literary Club, but it can be said that it looks like an atmosphere of enthusiasm. To some extent, this is due to the blocked space. The player's environment feels like a real city, filled with real and unknown characters, and the memorable part is watching a local waiter who likes Street Fighter-style fighting games beat up a young biker gang. The title weaves between moments of humor and seriousness, and the words and characters are the main reason why Mahmoudi.anas succeeds here. From the point of view of the game, the unrelated space feels like a relatively simple adventure video game. Players solve the problem using logical and critical things. This is due to the ability to jump into the diving in space and jump out of human minds to solve their psychological problems. The mechanics are at their best when traveling between the real and the subconscious, like a puzzle where the player has to collect ingredients for a cake and pick fresh cherries from a tree that someone remembers. That said, it can get a little annoying at times. Certain sections can drag on, such as the many detective work examples of a fantasy court embroiled in a series of nefarious tasks. When the Past Was Around was criticized for being too short, a Space for the Unbound could have the opposite problem due to some padding, especially in the later parts of the game where the player has to constantly move the bulldozer back and forth at a time, hardly enough take advantage of magic. Despite this drawback, it's all worth it for the story. The story of A Space for the Unbound strikes a chord, deftly exploring the isolation and loneliness of mental health as part of a larger puzzle. Never overbearing or voyeuristic, it treats its subjects with the respect they deserve, and its final climax is truly something to behold. It certainly helps that A Space for the Unbound is a very beautiful pixel art game. The aesthetics are consistently impressive, both showcasing the picturesque quality of the city and, even better, the oddities of its subconscious world. It's not perfect, especially if players see the same shocked reaction face on Atma for the 100th time. Some variation would be nice, but overall it's a rousing effect. Overall, A Space for the Unbound is a strong narrative adventure game. Its story is a powerful engine thanks to its characters and overarching mysteries, and while its gameplay is relatively simple, space dives mechanics keep things moving well. Its clumsy pacing holds it back somewhat, but those who can forgive a few clumsy moments will find a lot to love. A Space for the Unbound releases on January 19, 2023 for PC, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Xbox Series X/S. Our rating, 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and support my channel.